It's time for Jump Ball. Voice of God, what's the first question?
Which team do you trust more on paper, Steph's Warriors or KD's Nets? Go Richard, bear down.
Ooh, bear down. What do I trust more? I'm going to say the Warriors. I trust the Warriors more because if the Clippers taught us anything, you can have a ton of talent, but it's going to take time to bring it all together. And the Warriors have already done it. Even before they had Kevin Durant, they had already proven that they're a high-level team.
Absolutely, RJ. I'm rolling with you. I am not betting against those two yellow boys down there in Golden State, especially one with the green eyes and Steph Curry, and they still got their core. You talking about a team that has been to 5 straight finals, and now that they're rested and they're hungry again, I got the Warriors over the Nets.
First of all, the voice of God would never say bear down, so that's how we know that's just a producer. Also, I agree with you guys for the simple reason that, you got Steve Nash coming in, first-time coach. He's got to get to know those players, what their likes, what their dislikes are. We also know that Durant and Kyrie are both mercurial personalities. They're not really easy-go-lucky. I think Golden State, even though the second half of their bench is kind of young, I still go with them. I still with the Warriors.
Oh, okay. All right, so that makes no sense. We got 3 Warriors, nobody for the Nets. Voice of God, what's up next?
Which team is under more pressure next season, the Clippers or the Bucks? Go Perk.
The Clippers. Look, the Clippers have 0 excuses. It's championship or bust. You have Steve Ballmer. He's doing all these pep rallies. He just came out in the press conference and said that they have the best coach in the NBA. No more excuses for the Clippers. It's championship or bust. They are under the most pressure.
Look, I know there are a bunch of people who are saying, but Giannis might leave in a year. Guess what? The Clippers have 2 guys who might leave in a year, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And unlike Giannis, they gave up 6 first-round picks to get those 2 guys in there. Absolutely, the Clippers are under a lot of pressure. They choked one of the biggest choke jobs in the history of the league. They've never been to the conference finals as a franchise. And by the way, one of your star players out here complained about his 2K rating. That's called foreshadowing.
Well, unfortunately, first of all, I'm going to say this. It is the Milwaukee Bucks. Not only because Giannis might leave, it's because they've won 2 MVPs. He's won the Defensive Player of the Year. They haven't been to the finals, and yes, he might leave, but this is why. The reason why is because we have seen Lob City. We have seen we have seen Paul George, and we have seen Kawhi Leonard go to L.A. L.A. is the destination. It is a free agent destination, and what are you doing? Brushing your beard. Anyways, a free agent destination, they're going to be able to get guys there. Milwaukee is not going to be able to get guys there. So it's either Giannis or bust for the Milwaukee Bucks. So I think there's a lot more pressure on the Milwaukee Bucks. Voice of God, what's next?
Last one. Which conference finalist stock would you rather own right now, the Nuggets or the Celtics? Go Amin.
Oh, you know what? Even though I got so many friends and loved ones in Denver, I'm going to go with Boston. I think the Celtics stock is much higher because, again, you talk about Tatum and Brown. Those guys are so young. They really haven't even reached the prime of their careers yet. And also, yes, I'm going to be cheap and say they play in the Eastern Conference. It's easier to be a dominant team out there than it is in the West. Sorry, Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Amin. I'm going with Boston. Jason Tatum is box office. He finished top 10 in jersey sales. If they having road games, he's selling out arenas. People are spending their hard-earned money to go watch Jason Tatum play. And Jaylen Brown is right up underneath him. I love Jokic. I love what Denver is doing. But Jokic is just not marketable like Jason Tatum is. Jason Tatum is must-see TV.
All right, so look, Jamal Murray became a star. We know what Jokic is capable of doing. I truly feel that you're going to want to be Boston, right? You want to be Boston. I think that they are very, very close. And you got to understand, as much as the Brooklyn Nets are going to show back up, I don't know how much that'll affect Boston. But I do think the Warriors showing back up can affect can affect the Denver Nuggets, because they might only go to a second round. A second round matchup could be versus the Warriors. It could be versus the Lakers again. So all of a sudden they could be taking a step back. But I don't know if Jason Tatum is top 10 in jersey sales because he's Jason Tatum. I think the fact that he plays for the Celtics and he is their best player has a little bit to do with that. So That's just my opinion.
Oh, whatever.
I'm just saying. Look, if he was playing for Toronto, would he be top 10 in jersey sales?
Well,
Yes.
he's electrifying. He's
Yes, he
electrifying. You
will.
can't take away from that.
I'm not trying to take
RJ.
away from him. I'm just saying playing for the Celtics should boost up your jersey sales. Anyway, I'm controlling this.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.